hallway of Leland Elementary School, I guess it was middle school. And after we first met, I knew that I wanted to be a friend with this bubbly and welcoming person. After knowing someone for so long, you begin to pick up on their mannerisms and certain behaviors that they have. For years, my family has made fun of me, continues to make fun of me. Whenever I'm on the phone with Annie, I began to speak like her. So, for example, Annie, how are you? So some of these Annieisms, as I'm going to call them, include, number one, saying, "You rock." She still does it too. And as you guys have witnessed tonight, randomly chanting people's names. And actually today, Bobby told the groomsmen to call Annie Princess Annie for the day, and we all chanted it earlier, so I was wondering if you guys would all help me just chanting Princess Annie.
Yeah!
Princess
Annie! Princess Annie! Princess Annie! Princess Annie! Princess Annie!
Thank you. Doing the I love you sign language, which I still do all the time. And apparently, her parents... Apparently, her parents never told her when she was growing up to not talk to strangers. A lesson you learn, growing up. But Annie talks to anyone and everyone. I'm sure Bobby's witnessed several times. Whether they're 2 or 62, she's striking up conversation with them. And Annie actually visited me in Philadelphia this past fall, and we were ordering food, and the cashier noticed Annie was just so bubbly and friendly, and he actually asked her, "Why are you so happy?" And her response was, "Jesus." And even in the city of brotherly love, which is Philly, they don't know what to do with filming Midwesterners like Annie. I'm so happy you're not from here, clearly. Something I admire about Annie is that regardless of the circumstances, she has a positive attitude and wears a smile. She's been through a lot the last few years. And through it all, she's relied on God and was aware of His sovereignty and faithfulness through it all. This part's funny. All right. Woo! Something. Oh, wait, I already said that. Sorry. I remember Annie first telling me about Bobby during our freshman year in college. She said that a friend, quote unquote friend, was taking a train from Chicago to visit her in Kansas City for a few days. That's kind of a long train ride to visiting a friend, right? That's what I thought. And I asked Annie if something else was going on between them, but she denied the notion that Bobby might like her more than a friend. However, a few months later, they began dating, and after 4 years, they are married. Now that Annie's last name is officially Pitts, the jokes can begin. Yeah. I thought I'd do the honor to be the one to break the ice. So, Bobby, don't worry, Annie does not have smelly pits. As a couple, they've experienced, a traumatic event that formed a strong bond early in their relationship, and the bond has continued to deepen and become stronger. Annie and Bobby complement each other well in so many ways, and it has been awesome and a blessing for me to witness their love for each other and love for the Lord grow and mature. As C.S. Lewis put it, "You have not chosen one another, but I have chosen you for one another." This marriage is truly the work of the Lord, and today marks the beginning of a lifelong journey together. 11 years ago, I didn't know that a lifelong friendship would develop, but it has. I truly have been changed as a result of being friends with the remarkable Annie Pitts. I have a whole shoebox full of notes that Annie and I wrote to each other in middle school and in high school, and we would always sign we'd sign her name, from Laura. We'd say best friends forever and ever and ever and ever, like BFFs, AE, all the notes, infinity. Yeah, that's right, yeah. So that's kind of cool. Bobby, you've always been at Annie's side, supporting and encouraging her, and it brings me joy knowing that you will love and take great care of my best friend. I'll leave you guys with this verse, which is my prayer for you guys as a couple. It's Romans 12, 9 through 12, and it says, "Love must be sincere, hate what is evil, cling to what is good. Be devoted to each other in love. Honor one another above yourselves. Never be lacking in zeal, but keep your spiritual fervor serving the Lord. Be joyful in hope, patient in affliction, and faithful in prayer." So now let's raise our glasses to Mr. and Mrs. Pitts.